Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gabriel Cadena, Cultural Manager with emphasis on organizational communication, organizational psychologist, and corporate mentor. As a professional, I have had the opportunity to share experiences with different groups of entrepreneurs who had incredible aspirations. Within my work, I have observed the development and materialization of incredible ideas capable of changing the world in the blink of an eye. However, I have also seen how those ideas were destroyed by imperceptible errors, which ended up changing everything. I know that the world is changing, and I know that entrepreneurship is the desire you have, as well as I know that you are afraid of making mistakes. But wait, don't worry, don't change this video and listen to me. Today, I'm going to give you an amazing personalized guide so that you put those fears aside and see a prosperous future for your idea in the fact of a crisis. So for that, I bring you these 10 most common mistakes you have to start avoiding. Number 1. Not being aware of the possibilities. As entrepreneurs, we know that we have an important role and we believe that we have everything planned. But it's not like that. The first thing you should do is accept that you will have possible a crisis. According to Theodore Nickmayer, studies show that 80% of companies have experiences with a crisis, and almost 90% are not prepared. Recommendation. Acceptance is a driver of ideas. Accept that it's possible in your company have a crisis, and that's how you will imagine possible contexts and their solutions. Number 2. Fear of crisis. We have to control impulses because the solutions are found in fear management. Recommendation. Have confidence in yourself and in your work team. All errors can be solved. Number 3. Lack of leadership. It is clear that we will always need a great leader because in a crisis it is crucial to maintain control management. Recommendation. The solution to a crisis it is not only in the boss, so expand the possibility that all the team helps and give you ideas. Number 4. Lack of transparency and communication. It is usual to restrict information to your team because you don't want trouble generated in work environment. But this only causes the loss of trust and love for the organization. Recommendation. Always maintain open, transparent, and gentle the communication with your team. Number 5. Assume positions without having experience. Many times we consider that management is a crisis should be done by the CEO, but this is not always the case. There are professionals who end up being fundamental workers. Don't be afraid to hire someone with this profile. Number 6. Overreact. When we are exposed to a crisis, we usually consider it essential to go out into the public eye and try to solve it. However, acting so hastily can be counterproductive. Recommendation. Plan a strategy with the time you need. Peace of mind above all. For example, in the case of Toyota. Number 7. Not be fully informed. In a crisis, it is essential to obtain as much information as possible so as not to lose sight of issues that may be essential for the solution. Recommendation. Adequately investigate the context, actions, and situations, as well as comments. Number 8. Not training your team. This is based on constantly training your work team, giving them tools so that they can collaborate and generate solutions. Recommendation. Make alliances with entities, companies, or academies that offers crisis containment courses to your workers. Number 9. Focus on economic losses. Crises are factors capable of destroying a company and leaving it bankrupt, but sometimes believing that a bankruptcy is the worst can be a mistake, because individual reputation is a fundamental factor. Recommendation: keep a smaller box designated for crisis circumstances. It can be a big help in the future. Number 10. Ignore the context. Times change, societies evolve, and there are ideas that must be respected. Try to always be up to date with respect to social, environmental, cultural, and economic factors, because ignoring the present situation is the main cause of crisis. Recommendation: carry out research process with the new generations. Let young people have ideas or take always action in pro of not make mistakes.